Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany and today I'm going to be showing you how to make the best chocolate chip cookies that I have ever tried. My family personally loves them. It is Joanna Gaines' chocolate chip cookie recipe. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is take 1 stick of butter at room temperature, softened slightly. You're going to put it in your mixer. And I like to paddle that around a little bit, soften it up, cream it up a little bit. Okay, and then you are going to take 2 cups of brown sugar. And you're going to add it into your mixer with the butter. You're going to cream those together. Preheat your oven to 350, so that's ready when you are ready to put the cookies in the oven. Okay, and then you're going to take 2 large eggs, add them in one at a time to your brown sugar. If you want to do it into a bowl before, you can do that too. Okay, once that is combined, you're going to take 1½ teaspoons of vanilla extract and add that into your mixer as well. Now I'm going to turn that off. And on the side, what I normally do is I mix the dry ingredients so they're combined together so you don't have spots of baking soda and salt in your cookies that you taste more. So I have 2½ cups white flour, 1 heaping teaspoon of baking soda, and heaping I mean like when you measure you have a mound above the top of the measuring. You're going to add that in there. Then you have ½ teaspoon of salt. What I like about these cookies is they're very chewy. I think that's what my family likes about them too. And I do a thing of not fully cooking them so they're kind of still soft in the middle. For the most part they're cooked. They're still soft a little in the middle. So I'm just whisking this together to mix it throughout each other. Try not to make a mess. I'm very messy in the kitchen. When it comes to cooking, you'll see stuff all over the countertop when I cook. Okay, so I'm going to pull this forward. You can put it on a low setting and you can start adding it into your cream butter mixture. Turn the mixer up. Got this recipe a few years back from a friend that bought the cookbook, and ever since then these are the only chocolate chip cookies that I make in my house. Add a little bit at a time so it doesn't make a huge mess. Let it really mix in together. If your machine's starting to struggle, turn it up a little bit. I'm actually going to turn it off, lift it up so I can add the rest. There. Okay, your dough's going to start thickening up. And actually, I'm going to grab a spatula. I'm going to scrape the sides so everything gets mixed in well. Okay. Scrape that onto there. Okay. So everything is, let me turn this off and show you what it looks like. So this is what your mixture is going to look like before you add the chocolate chips. Everything is combined together. Now, her recipe calls for 1.5 cups chocolate chips, semi-sweet. I use dark chocolate. It's just what we prefer. Kind of like that bitter in the sweet cookie. It's really good. I would give it a try if you want. If not, use your semi-sweet. 1.5 cups. I usually eyeball it. I put as much as I want. I don't even know if I use a cup and a half. And then I don't even think I use a cup and a half because my husband doesn't like a lot of chocolate chips in his chocolate chip cookies. So it's evenly dispersed amongst the batter. All it is, quick little spin. Take this off, clean up my counter, and then we will put the cookies on the pan. Okay, so I'm all cleaned up, ready to put the cookies on the baking sheet. I'm just using a non-stick pizza pan. It's my largest pan, so it makes it a little easier. Oven's preheated to 350. So now all I'm going to do is take a large spoon. I don't take teaspoons, I find they make too small of a cookie. Take a larger of the spoons, take a good mound, just place it on your pan. And put as many as you want on the pan, just make sure you have spacing in between them because they do spread out. This is where it gets messy. Okay, so I have them all on the pan. I'm going to stick it in the oven, 350 degrees, 10 to 11 minutes or until they're brown on the top, and then you're going to take them out, remove them off, let them sit on the pan for a little bit to cool, remove it, put it on a cooling rack, and then you let them finish cooling on there. But first we'll start with baking. And I'll see you in 10 to 11 minutes. Okay, first batch is coming out of the oven. We will take those out, let them cool. First batch. I may have overcooked those ones. Wasn't paying attention. Next batch I'll show you how light I keep them. I'm actually not going to let these continue to cool on here because they continue to bake, so I'm going to take them off right away. Some may like them like this. I don't. They're alright, but I prefer them a little lighter than that. Okay, second round. These cookies you really have to watch because it depends on the oven, the day, the time of year. Ovens cook differently at all times, so what may be 10 to 11 minutes on my oven might be less for yours, might be more. It's really on paying attention. I think that will be good. I don't want them to touch, so I'm going to do just a small batch this time. I'm going to stick that in the oven, and this time I'll watch it a little bit. Okay, so I've been checking this batch quite often to make sure I don't overcook it. They are almost ready, so I will be pulling those out, and then I'll just finish up the video because I still have some more to make. I don't think you want to just stick around until I'm at the end. So we will be pulling those out of the oven. And these are lighter, still a little soft, but when you let them sit on the pan, they continue to cook a little without overcooking on the top. So let that sit for a few minutes. Then I will remove them, put them on a cooling rack, then continue on with whatever batter you have left. Continue putting your cookies in until you're finished. But they smell amazing. They look really good too. Okay, so it's been a couple minutes now. I'm going to remove them from the pan, put them on the cooling rack, and then continue baking more and actually get quite a few cookies from this recipe. Okay, so far I have about like 20 cookies made, and that was 2 pans worth of cookies, and I probably have another pan worth in my bowl. So I'm going to continue doing that. I will show you without burning myself. Let's see. Let it cool a couple of seconds before I pick one up to show you. This is what they look like. Oh, I'm dropping. They're so soft, and once they cool, they're super chewy. If you like chewy cookies, this is the recipe for you. Really good. So if you like seeing recipe videos like this, please like this video and subscribe to my channel so you can see more to come. Thanks for watching, guys.